Hey everybody, I want to bring you guys another deck profile. So uh, this is going to be my deck profile based off Jasmine from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime, based on cards I've seen her use in just various media and cards I just think she would use, uh, given what I have seen. So here we go. First we got four fusion monsters. We got Skullbird, nice dinosaur looking monster here. We got uh, kind of a secondary boss of this deck, Punished Eagle. We have the very beautiful Marvelous. And then finally we have the boss of this deck, Crimson Sunbird. A very beautiful card. Now, to go into the main deck here, I should mention that this deck is, if I haven't mentioned it already, I should mention this deck is not tournament legal or tournament ready at all. It has like various cards that really um, count as the same exact card. So this deck, unless I edited it considerably, it couldn't be used in a tournament at all. This is only just a casual deck for fun. I just want to put that out there. First, we got Spirit of the Books. Just wind 14 under attack monster. Um, we got free copies of Cyber Shield. So I'm sure you guys can probably tell what's in this deck based on this. We have one Skull Redbird, uh, two Electro Whip, subbing in for that exclusive card Rose Whip, and actually, my Valentine actually did use this in the manga, and it did work with Harpy Lady. So yeah, I don't plan to use this at all ever in a tournament. So it's probably good. I just put that in there for the reference. Now we got Faith Bird, nice 1500 attack, little bird. Whirlwind Weasel, and when he's flipped, the opponent can't activate spells or traps the rest of the turn. I believe Jasmine might use that in one of the Tag Force games, so that's why he's in there. Takui, just a nice old school bird. That's very much a theme of the stick, just old school, like birds and or winged beasts. I tried to keep it mostly birds, other than like the Harpy Lady engine, of course. Sticking with that, we got one of the fusion materials for one of the fusion monsters. Another bird, Niwatori. Oh, one of my favorite normal monsters, actually. I use this in one of my other decks that you'll see later today. Now we got appearing in Jasmine's deck in the Tag Force game. We have Hunter Owl, and he gains 500 attack for each face-up winged beast monster. No. Actually, he gains 500 attack for each face-up wind monster you control. And if you control another face-up wind monster other than him, he can't be attacked, so not only does he start out with 1500 attack, if you control another monster that goes up to 2000 plus, and he can't be attacked, so could be a very nice, like, nice beater, actually. So yeah, Jasmine's cards, at least in tag force, are not to be messed with. Now we have 3 copies of Elegant Egotist. Funny story with this card. I actually Elegant Egotist. I actually did not know that it was a kaleidoscope, and I mistook the Harpy Lake's faces on the card for snowflakes. So yeah, I'm young me being just ignorant, and besides the manga's name is called Kaleidoscope, but yeah, I never put 2 and 2 together. Next, 2 copies here of Harpy's Pet Dragon. I should note that this deck is in completely random order, so if there are other copies of some cards, I'll just, yeah, quickly go over them. But yeah, the technical boss of the Harpy part of this deck can be very powerful, especially with multiple Harpies, and uh, the manga, or in the anime, I really enjoyed when I played it, with, like, I believe she had 3 Harpies on the field, plus the Silver Calicos, which made its attack instantly go up to, I believe it was 3,400 when it was summoned, so yeah. I really enjoy whenever this card is used in the anime, and one of my favorite cards that Mai actually has. Here it's mainly used with the various Harpy cards in this deck, but yeah, it's not a big part of this deck as far as I'm concerned, but it has its uses. Next we got, uh, here anyway, 2 copies of Harpy's brother, aka Sky Scout. Um, yeah, actually, last night I actually just watched the episode or Jade and his friends first enter the Dark World, and I watched about the first 5, 7, 8 episodes. That I just stopped with Jim Cook's duel against the Supreme King. I love that duel. I love Jim to death. He's one of my top 5 favorite GX characters. um, and probably top 10 favorite Yu-Gi-Oh characters of all time. But yeah. So yeah, in the first episode though of the Dark World arc, Jaden has to do a dual Spirit of the Supreme King. Yeah, what am I saying? He has to do a dual Spirit of Harvey's brother here, and Harvey's brother is a Simmer Bird of Divinity, like, burn deck. So yeah, I don't know. I've always liked Harpy's brother / Sky Scout. Nice, powerful beater. Cool looking too. The field spell of this deck, Rising Air Current, gives all wind monsters an extra 500 attack points, but decreases their defense points by 400. Um, so yeah, I guess fundamentally this card, I don't know. I can basically, I don't know, I can use it to achieve kind of the same bonus that Mai used in the anime with the Silver Calcos with Harper's Pet Dragon. So yeah, it's a very nice old school card. Uh, now we got um, Tyhone, uh, a Harpy Lady 1, which gives all uh, wind monsters an additional 300 attack points, so it can power up uh, Harpy's Pendragon even more. Oh yeah, also, it can also power up Marvelous, Punished Eagle, and Skullbird, but Crimson Sunbird is a fire monster, so unfortunately I can't power up her. Um, Next is another actual couple more targets for Harpy Lady 1's effect. Very beautiful blue winged crown and rock from the Valley of Haze. And when rock is sent directly from that to the graveyard, it's added to the deck again and shuffled. Just a very nice old school card, powerful. Next is Wings of Wicked Flame. Now got a card I just put in there for old school value to help out some of the weaker monsters in this deck. One of my foot trap cards, Rising Energy. Gives a monster 1500 extra attack points when you discard a card from your hand. Works for only one turn, but sometimes that's all you need. uh, 2 copies of Harpy Lady 2. She can negate flip effect monsters, effects that she destroys. A Mirror Wall. Just a very nice defensive card. Mai used it to great effect in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. So I thought, why not? I also love Megan Hollingshead's performance as Mai, especially in the duel against Jean-Claude Magnum and Yugi in the Duelist Kingdom finals. Just wanted to put that out there. Uh, 2 copies of Polymerization. No, actually, here. We got a third Polymerization. Just to show you guys I'm not a liar. 3. uh, Now we got 2 copies of Shadow of Eyes. Like I've said earlier, I like its anime effect of forcing monsters to attack more, but I don't know. Still a nice card. Basically the same effect as Gorgon's Eye, which is also way more powerful in the anime. um, Now we got 2 copies of Harpy's Feather Duster to destroy all spawn trap cards at your opponent's field. Now we got another classic monster that I used all the time in Reshef of Destruction. It's Peacock. Yeah. Peacock is also the name of an app that networks. It's the WB network, for those who don't know. Um, 2 copies of Frozen Soul. This is a trapper that Jasmine uses in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Spirit Power video game for the Nintendo DS. I really like facing her if you could tell. This is one of my favorite cards that I found out about when doing her, actually. So basically what it does is, um, when your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, you can skip your opponent's next battle phase. So yeah, it's a very useful card if you just need to protect yourself for whatever reason. We've got 2 copies of Stealth Bird here. Once per turn, she can flip into face-down defense position, and when this card is flipped, summoned, your opponent takes 1,000 damage. And this card also has a 1,700 defense points, so that's, I don't know, most things aren't going to kill it, so you can like reuse its ability over and over again if you need. Very good burn card. Arcana uses it in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist game, so yeah, I included it. Now we have 2 Harpy Lady free. And Harpy Lady free can basically paralyze a monster for the next 2 of your opponent's turns if they battle with her. So, yeah. Of the free Harpies, I'd probably say, even though I like 2 the most, I'd probably say 2 is the least useful, unless you know your opponent is playing flip effects. And 1 is probably the most useful with Freak and just being in the middle. Now we have we have 2 follow, and it's just an equip card for winged beasts. Nice 400 point boost. Next we have Temple of Skulls. I don't know. I kind of think this card is similar to the Skull Cave from, or otherwise known as the Spooky Cave from Winnie the Pooh's Grand Adventure, um, or the Skull Island that is in the Peter Pan movies. Yeah, this actually doesn't look as scary as those, which is weird. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! And those are Disney movies. But yeah, very intimidating. Um, uh, Eagle Eye. When it's normal summoned successfully, your opponent can't. No one can activate trap cards during that window. Um, 3 copies of the original Harpy Lady, and all 3 of these are, of course, the censored version. I don't know if I've ever actually gotten the uncensored version, but Winged Saged Falcos, nice 17 attack monster. Uh, any monster this card destroys is you can return it to the top of your opponent's deck, I believe. Yeah. Uh, Another copy of Harpy Lady 1. Another Mirror Wall. Now we got DD Crow. You can bash this card from the graveyard. Oh, no. Quick effect, you can discard this card to the graveyard, target one card in your opponent's graveyard, and banish it. So, pretty nice if you know your opponent's trying to get something back from the graveyard, or if they have an effect in the graveyard you just don't want activating. Just get rid of it, I guess, forever. Unless they have a card, like, that works with banished cards. Believe me, I know those exist. Birdface. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can add a Harpy Lady card from your deck to your hand. Yep. Nice 16 on-deck monster. And the piece de resistance of this deck, one copy of Harpy Lady Phoenix Formation. Basically, if you don't know what this card does, when you control 3 or more Harpy Lady and Harpy Lady sisters, you can target as many monsters as possible your opponent controls, but not more than the number of Harpy Ladies you control, and destroy those targets. And if you do, you can inflict damage equal to the highest original attack among those monsters. But this card also locks you out special summons for the rest of the turn that you activate this card. And in the manga, this card is like way more powerful, though. It inflicted the sum of every destroyed monster's attack to your opponent's life points as damage. But yeah, I really like this card. I'd also be really down with Harpy Spiral Formation getting printed. Cards I definitely could have added to this deck if I wanted to go for a more Harpy theme. Definitely Shadow Nail. Definitely Harpy's Feather Storm and Harpy Sisters, definitely. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Yeah, Jasmine is a character who kicks a lot of butt. I wish she could have dueled more in the anime, and I don't know, this deck, I didn't want it to be totally Harpy focused, so that's probably why I didn't include a lot of those other Harpy Lady cards I could have, but yeah. Hopefully you guys like the video, and hopefully you guys like, you know, Jasmine just as a character. With that said, that was my profile for Jasmine from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll be right back with another deck profile. See ya.